Sony DPL CS4. CS4 projector. That's my 1000 projector, 720p SVGA projector. I'm doing a white level test at 1000 lumens. We completed our ultra short wave test. Now we're getting ready for this test. For some reason I have gotten tape is not working with me right now. So much stuff I gotta do. Okay, there we go. Now it's rising up. Had a new game I want to check out today too on top of that. Alright, I'm going to tape up here. Okay, so we're going to do a white level test. It's very simple. 1000 projector, 8 feet, or no, 9 feet from the screen down. We're going to be doing several white surfaces. This is our product under our FLE, and this is the Infinity One Black. This is our color QUASAR, and the color we're using today is called Royal or Black Royal Magenta Black, or Black Royal Magenta. It's actually one of the colors we have. We're going to display it off pretty soon. Others will follow, but right now we can get this out the door because I've got customers already, and the one that's actually more popular, that asking for the most, is that magenta. Alright, so here we go. We got our surfaces up there, and let's begin. Come here and start this. And I got to clean this mess up under my desk that came falling over. We don't have sound for this. Alright, there you go. Let's show up our white levels. Got this rag in there. There, show our white levels right there. Meter off. Meter, plug-in meter, had a working thing. Man, I have to use this meter for something else. Can't use it in here, so gotta find something else because this won't work in here. Alright, so it shows our white levels. We have to be to show all this testing has to be there for you guys. All these links will be posted in our marketplace for you to check out and see. Alright, you can see 4K snow screensavers. We don't want our surface to come up dark like the fabric and paint. That's what we don't want to see. That's why we did the side-by-side to make sure our white levels are actually producing nicely. Now keep in mind, we're showing up white levels, and people do this all the time on screen paints. They say, okay, we pull high white level, but you're missing something here. You have to show color and contrast comparison, and you have to be to show that you're employing that 100% black level. There's no other substitutes. You can't just say, okay, we can pull 100% blue, 100% red, but the black levels, well, they're just going to look a bit off gray. It doesn't work that way. That doesn't work that way. You have to read 100%. All right, get that running. Any product that's sold, these are the tests you should be seeing from the door before it hits that marketplace. If you don't see any of these tests, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And there's no way you can get a guarantee on it. Let's go to the usual. We need the snow wolves. Can I get a Dunkin' Donuts commercial or something? Okay, there we go.
Today we'll be taking these videos, drop them into links, put them directly to the website. All black versus black demonstrations that were done. Color black versus black demonstrations to be loaded onto the website. You can see all that information right there. We're beginning to work on our specification sheets. So roughly, I would say a date for when this thing is going to launch would be roughly probably where we at right now. Let's see. All goes well, Saturday. We can get it up and running by Saturday. But I need this screen to be done. That's why. Because we need these pictures from this 235.1 to show up on our pictures. I won't have the projector in time yet, but at least I want that screen to be finished and done. So our projector is an SVGA 720p at 1000 lumens. Let's go back up a little bit more. Now on this lighting, as I said before, our meters won't work in here. Imagine you being out in the woods and see that, like, oh, somebody's lost their dog. That's not a dog. That's a fox? Yeah, it's a fox. The other ones are showing wolves. Foxes can be friendly. They can be. If they're domesticated, you can have a fox as a pet. Okay, that's all cleaned up. My phone back. My shoes are, excuse me, what was that? This is a projector we're using, so you don't think we're using this one. We're using this one right here. That's the model number, because they show up our model numbers on our different projectors we're using, so you can go look it up for yourself. Skyworth food demonstration. See if they got us on the right one. Nope. Something else. Run it back. Lights out. So yeah, we're looking at probably Saturday because we're getting all our tests and everything done. I'm on Facebook right now. I got people asking what size screens, where you're shipping overseas, what's gonna come with it. Uh, we're just trying to get everything done so we can get this thing out the door and get it ready to go. I myself am going to be showing mine off. I'm going to have my game system hooked up to it once we finish putting it in that rack and set it up. And then I got some pretty cool games I'm going to be showing off on this thing. The 235.1 projector we're picking up is going to cost me $125. And we got another projector we're ordering. It's a new company. Well, actually, it's not a new company. It's been around for a while. I'm going to test it out. This thing works well. It's added to the list. So it's a pretty cheap projector, but the specifications are really low on it. This thing has like something like a 500-to-1 contrast. They're really low-end projectors. I'm like, we need one of these over here. And they're cheap. They're very cheap. Now, what I found out in research, they do have crispy and in focus parts on them. So that tells me on the door it's going to be a good projector. All right, let's hit partial lit. That's it. One thing about having these. When I saw this light setup, I was like, oh, I can do so much with that. It's so much easier than going upstairs, turn on the lights, come back down, turn the lights on, go back upstairs. I had to go through that when I was in the other shop, with the basement, which I still consider to be the shop. Slow color changer. Oh, we're going to do this for a little bit. I'm going to use a 1,000 projector today on some demonstrations. That shows you on a 1,000 lumens SVGA projector. That's about as cheap as you're going to get on a projector. 600 by 800, 720p. Can't get more cheaper than that. They're cheaper than XGAs and SVGAs. Sorry, XGAs and WXGAs. That's cheap. Now, just get to the product itself. We are going to do a paint down demonstration, show you how fast and easy it is to apply to a surface. One coat application dries in no time at all. We do some demonstrations on that because we have to do a paint down demonstration for it. Also, too, it is going to be available in 32, 64s, 1 gallon, 2 gallons. The 32 is a painted screen size of a whopping 150 inches. At 16.9, if you ask people asking me, how do you know this? We did paint downs. We know exactly how much paint and the consistency of the paint it takes to paint the screen down. So we've done this before. I think at the garage I did 16 ounces and I painted a 106-inch screen with 16 ounces. So easily can do that at 32 with no problem. So we get down to 64 ounces. We'll do up to a screen size of 180 inches, 16.9 or 235.1, depending on what size you want to go with that. Also, too, you have the big 1 gallons. They will do screen sizes up to 325 inches. The 2 gallons will do up to 650. People we see getting those, like I said, when we see them being wrapped up on the table, those are companies that are picking those up. Usually we get somebody getting a gallon, and we always ask, like, that's why I have 2 things I ask. What's your projector? What's your screen size? You do not need a gallon. It's a lot of paint. I make good money off a gallon, but you don't need it. I'm not going to sell you something you don't need. So 32 ounces is all you're going to need. It's a 150-inch screen. Now, if you're doing something, we're going to paint the entire wall, then roughly I would go with the 64-ounce. But a 1 gallon, that's something you're going to be using if you're going to be painting the screen inside, outside, or you're going to paint the screen and your ceiling at the same time. You're doing a dedicated theater room. That's what they're used for. 2 gallons, somebody's painting something really big. They got it in a showcase or something. They're doing something with the screen. It's got to be huge. So usually most people that order 2 gallons of paint, but you don't need that if you're going to be ordering doing a basic screen. All right, let's get our lights out. Lights bright, lights bright. Oh, isn't that interesting how these lights just pop on? You don't know which one you're going to hit at the end of the day. Let's go from here. Why not? Got them on, right? See, that's the thing about it. When people you're used to using ambient light controlled environments, and if this happened to them in a live stream, this would freak them out because their screen's not used to operating with this kind of lighting. So they're terrified. Their screen's not going to work in there. Us, on the other hand, we're like, oopsie, whatever, let's go with it because our stuff is designed to work in this environment. So this right here is not a mistake for me. This is fantastic. Well, my beats, we got to do this one either way, so let's do it now. And look at that, 1,000 lumens. This is why I said at the end of the day that the ultra short throw demonstrations, they're easy. It's not impressive. I'm not impressed by someone going showing me an ultra short throw in a dark environment. That's not impressive to me because it's an easy projector to use. You're right on top of the screen at 36 or 4,000, even 3,000. You're right on top of the screen. Now, what you have to show is a comparison showing what makes yours different. What quality is your screen paint going to give back to that ultra short throw? So when we do demonstrations on black versus black, demonstrations on black versus black with a white level involved, white level demonstrations, all that stuff, you have to be able to see all that, to see the difference in what you're going to get out of the quality for your projector. Not being in a dark environment, have nothing to compare it to and go, oh, look, this works. I can get notebook paper to work if that's the case. Construction paper. Cardboard. And get any of that stuff to work. Okay, that's new lights out. Should be the function in all three environments. Fully lit, partial lit, dark. .4K no screensaver. Yep. Gotta get those tests done. So when it takes you to court, they're going to request it. It's going to come up. Attorney's going to request it. On the other opposite side says, well, if the product is tested, that means you should have test results showing your product has been properly tested. Before you launch to the consumer, you're like, oh, shoot, we don't have any tests. You're done. You're done. That's it. That's all they got to do is mention that one word. You are done in court. You better be showing tons of demonstration. I'd be like, where you want to start? Which one you want? And we got lots of them. I want to have to build me an entire page of all our tests. And we just drop the whole page on them. Hope you got time. It's going to be a while. We're going to be here a while. Yeah, we test left and right. I love doing tests. I get excitement off of this. I don't know why people don't do this. Why cut the corners? Why? Why? Like a good challenge. Man, we dropped so many tests on that courtroom. They were like, Mr. Bird, we've been through like 30 of these, man. And they keep coming like, well, we're good. Yeah, we knocked that out easy. Easy. Like, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'll do one better because, at the end of the day, I love to have fun. So I would do the test demonstration in the courtroom while it's playing on the video at the same time. So again, I am not the person to take the court. I am not. I will embarrass you so badly in that courtroom and sue you at the same time. I'm not the one. Trust me. And I'll use a much lower projector that I use in the demonstration just for kicks and giggles because we can do it. That's why companies don't want to take me into a courtroom because they know then they're like, oh, shoot, don't bring that freaking guy in there. They'd be like, remember with Ted? And he said Beetlejuice a couple of times. I said, what you doing? You can't bring that guy in here. Yeah, you can't bring me in there because, yeah, oh, man, I'll embarrass you in a courtroom. And not only, Your Honor, we're not even using the same projector. We use this cheaper. We're using it. Yeah, I would definitely have a ball in there. I definitely would have a ball. I was like, look at the stage. Look at the form. I'll be just waiting, just sitting there, just waiting for someone to put me on blast and say, hey, I'll take you to court. Like, oh, yeah. Can't wait. You ever seen a macho man be getting next like, oh yeah. I'd be like, can't wait. Because I get to show my stuff off in another environment. That's business for me at the end of the day. Oh, heck yeah, I'm going in. I can back my stuff up left and right. I'll be sitting there waiting for the lawyer to sit around, the prosecutor look at me and just say, Mr. Burr, can you show us? Oh, thank you. And just say, prove you have to finish it. I'll be already up jumping like, let's get this going. And you know he in trouble already from the door like, oh, shoot. I'm not prepared for this. You're not prepared for this at all, period. I will stick a lamp. I'll bring a lamp with me and stick that sucker right in front of the screen in the middle of a courtroom. All I'm just saying is, if that happens, remember, I told you what my penalty is for wasting my time in a courtroom. I'm going to hit you with a half a $1 million, $500,000 to $1 million for wasting my time. Because you will pay for my day. You will pay for my time. So you don't want me in there. You'll get crushed in that environment. Not against Mr. Bud. I test my stuff. I test it. Oh. Starfield screensaver. You don't hear the charge in my voice, the excitement. I love testing. I do. I love it. I couldn't imagine not testing my technology. It's insane. This is easy. Get lights on. Get that partial lit. Partial lit. Easy. Fully lit. Fully lit. Easy. This is going to be a challenge today. Well, matter of fact, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to mark down all our tests we just did are all challenges. Just get them done. Fully lit environment. Starfield demonstration. Did this with the lights off. We did color levels. We did contrast levels. Yeah. Now I'm bored. The hype is not even there anymore. No more fun. Gotta find something to entertain me today. No more tests. There's nothing else for me to do on testing. It passed everything. I told you, God's blessings are unbelievable. They passed every test. Look at that. Now we bring out the shorts. You know what the shorts are? They the flex. We're going to flex on you. Definitely going to flex. We got to flex on you. We got to. Got to flex on people don't make your products right. We're going to flex on y'all. Commercial environment, 1,000 projector. Challenges. Mind you, when we finish what we're doing on the Crystal Ridge site, there are going to be, it's a challenge page we're building on there. It's a special page called the challenge page. And this is where we put everybody on blast. Well, we basically told you to match and better our products. Hey, y'all want to go out there and make false accusations about my product. It's only fair we do this to you. So that page is going to be everywhere. I mean, everybody can go in and see all the challenges that we gave everybody that they failed to do. And they're going to ask you to do these challenges. Customers are going to come to say, hey, man, I've been to Mr. Burr's page, and this guy got these insane challenges and all these tests. Like, ain't nobody else doing this? He's the only one doing this? Yeah, you're going to bring me a lot of business. You deny these kind of challenges, you're going to bring me money at the end of the day, more money. And it's going to educate the customers at the end of the day to show them what they should be looking for before they buy a screen paint product. And if you say out of your mouth, well, his demonstrations are tests, well, that's what that challenge page is for. Because I'm literally going to write that in there. Be warning, that they will claim that our test demonstrations are fake. So we do challenge them to complete our tests. Now, this is much worse. Because instead of us giving you a challenge here and a challenge there, there's about 60 of these, maybe a little more than that, that's going to be loaded onto this page. You'll have to complete every single one of them now. That's the consequences of not finishing the ones we gave you on the first beginning. Now you have to finish the entire grid because we're building a grid in there. Yeah, it's going to be quite huge. I swear I got this song in my head every time I think about the challenges. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Yeah. Y'all, again, you're going against the wrong person at the end of the day. I am not that person to go against. I can pass. All my technology we develop, all of it will pass. Every single one of them. And if you think those are the worst of the challenges, wait till the ad tech launches. That test right there requires for your screen to absorb in 120,000 lux of sunlight at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, because that's where it hits at 120. You have to pass it. Man, I tell you, it feels great to be in this position. It does. For our customers, it's fantastic because at the end of the day, they know we're not a greedy company. We're not going to come in and charge them hundreds and thousands of dollars for our technology, because we're not like that. And for those people who develop screen paint products, at the end of the day, man, to come against us would be it's suicide to come against us. Now, like I said, I'm not interested in basically just taking over everything. That's not my thing. I don't care about that. I'm interested in basically getting my technology to be number one, as anybody should do in business. They want their product to be number one. Now, you could be saying your product is number one over there, but as long as you're not mentioning my company's name, I don't care. You can be number one anywhere you want on this planet. It's none of my business at the end of the day. But the minute you mention my company's name, we come for you. And that means that you'll have piles of cancellations. You'll be shutting down your website. You've seen the results of people who challenge us, what happens to them. Not going to go well. And if you decide to go outside the lines of doing dumb stuff that you know you darn well shouldn't be doing, you're going to lose a lot of stuff in the process. So it's better not to mention our names at all, period. And I will come into your channel and go, ooh, man, I like your stuff. And I will support your stuff 100%. I will back your product. Yeah, man, I bought this stuff over here. It's nice. I liked it. So and so and so. Yeah. I got a few people right now, the couple foreign sites that are showing off screens right now. I go in there, pop in there from time to time, and I say, hey, man, I like your stuff, man. Nice job. Beautiful job. Nice job. Yep. I support anybody at the end of the day. But if you're going to try to tear me down to build yourself up, it will not go well for you. Hey, Taco, I hear it. I just heard it. Oh, wait, I can find it. Yep, it won't go well for you. You know, say he's a tyrant. He just wants to conquer everything. You know, I want technology and everything. That's what I want. Anybody would want that, but I'm not going to be stepping on somebody's toes at the end of the day. They're trying to get where I'm going to get at the end of the day. Just as long as they don't mind their own business and just, you know, don't talk trash about my stuff. I have to come in there and embarrass you because, oh, that's not even necessary, you know. I worked hard to build my product. Worked hard to build my name. You heard it? I told you I heard it myself. I heard it. I definitely heard it. He was like, oh, shoot. Your hearing's better than mine. I'm surprised you got out so late. Bam! Yeah, tell me about it. He's like, So, yeah. Fantastic. Oh, got that black versus black test coming up next. Let's get ready for that. TLC 4K demonstration. Now, we don't have a price yet. I do want to basically market the product so it's under the $400 mark. That's what we're working on. We ship overseas, but only two types of paints we ship overseas. We'll ship the 32s and the 64s for free. The rest of them we can't. They're too expensive to ship gallons overseas, but we'll do those with no problem whatsoever. So that's good because you got a range of 150 to 180 inches. I think I've been doing free shipping for quite a very long time. I've never charged anyone. People who live overseas, I know you pay a lot in customs. I know I shipped the baby stroller to DR. Gee whiz Louise. The freaking custom charge cost me more than what I paid for the baby stroller. And I'm like, wow. So, you know, that's the reason why we don't charge that at the end of the day. People are taking the time to invest in our products. The best I can do is basically pay for that shipping. So not a problem at all. So Saturday, we should have this thing ready to go. And as you've seen from the test results, It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to get my screen done. I'm gonna have a lightning effect on my screen, so I got to finish the lightning boxes. I'm gonna have them on this side and this side. I'm basically gonna bring my projector a little farther over so my screen comes over here a little bit more, and I'm gonna put a lightning system in on this side and this side, so it runs from here, 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 and across inside the boxes. And then we're going to put a laser trace to it, like a pulse that's breathing through it. It's going to be freaking sick when we get done with it. And on top of that, that huge lip you see right there, for some people who think that's from blocking light, no, that's where we're putting an halo system in it to put more light on the screen because it needs more light. Yes, sirree. Can't wait till the owners come in and see this thing. They saw the box and like, oh, what are you building? And I was like, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I'll let you know when I'm finished. You were like, oh shoot, because I'm always building something crazy. They seen these things, and then when they came in, they were like, wow. Okay, let's get the next one. We're going to do our black versus black. As I told you before, I said that when you do, oh wait, we got to be on this machine. When you do black versus black demonstrations, that you should have more than just one. You should have a lot of them. You got to do it on different caliber projectors. You have to do it on ultra short throw projectors. It has to be done on Pico, but our 1000 lumen projector. Oh, we did it on Pico projectors. We've done Pico projectors. You have to do it on all of them because you have to see it. You can't just have it on one projector. That's the problem with the other fellow. He does nothing but ultra short throw demonstrations. He doesn't know anything about venues. You can't put venues up there. You don't know anything about venue projectors at all. Mind you, when you're dealing with a venue projector, you have to know that machine at the end of the day. You can't give him advice. Someone come in and ask you a few questions about a venue machine. He can't ask you one thing, give you one question correctly from left to right. Because he doesn't know anything about venue machines. Period. You got to have a couple of those things to know exactly what you're talking about. And as I seen in that venue demonstration and whatever the school or place I was, if they had to turn out lights in the environment so the screen was washing up, that's not good. That's really, really bad. We could run fully lit environment here, color level demonstration, and max out. As a matter of fact, color changer, I'm going to bring a meter in here, even though this meter's maxed out when I have this on recording. This is our meter system. You know, they started this nonsense with the meters and they were like, oh, you don't have a proper meter, you don't have proper readings. Again, I get tired of embarrassing you guys. And we embarrass them on so many levels, it's not even funny. It's just unbelievable. I'm like, are we asking for this again? Like, really? Oh, we didn't do this again to them. They're like, you got to have a meter reading. Our meters don't read in our environments. That's how much light we have in here. They don't pick up. But you're showing all these numbers like, well, I got this number right here. No, please, we don't even get a number. You got to cancel out. That's what we get. So we went and bought the meter. And then they got a nerve to come out and tell me, well, you don't know how to read a meter correctly. You don't have to be able to read a meter correctly to get this. That's what we pick up. Our meters don't read in here. The reason why your meters read, because you're in an ambient controlled environment. That's why. That's why your meters pick up. We're not in controlled environments. Matter of fact, we're not even in a normal lighting environment. We're in a commercial environment right now. So we're not even in normal lighting. Everyday normal lighting you would have at your home. We don't even have that in here. We have commercial lighting. So, gentlemen, let me explain something to you quick before we shorten this video. I got to go in this video. I got another test to do. When you're showing off your meters, you have to be to do this in a very well lit environment where your meters would be best don't register. They can't pick up. That shows you're using a lot of light in the environment. It's best to use this at a long throw projector, not an ultra short throw, because you're right on top of the screen. Even though we have to do them there to show off, I'd rather prefer doing this at a long throw, because again, this projector at 1000 lumens has to travel through all of this, which means the lumen count drops dramatically here, extremely fast. It doesn't give this surface enough light from the projector, lumens from the projector to try to produce an image. So that screen has to fight harder, much harder on a long throw than it would on an ultra short throw. So the challenge is much, much more greater. When you're doing that at an ultra short throw, you're a foot away from a screen, probably a little less than that. And you're able to pick up the reason why, because your projector has no problem of a distance throw or lumen deterioration at all, because you're right there. That's why you got to stop doing those tests. So if you didn't notice, and I got to mention your name because this happened to you, one person mentioned to him, Fernando of Crow Screen Paint Products. Your customer with a 4K projector is at a distance. When his projector took off and hit the screen, those two wood lights next to the window took out his screen. Now, you said your products work on 4K, right? But the problem we have here, you're on ultra short throw all the time. So your distance throw isn't there anymore. For him, he has a massive distance throw to go from A to B to hit that screen at the roughly 200 inches he was trying to produce. Sorry. And you're doing this demonstration at 100 inches on a projector less than a few inches from a screen. You see what I'm getting at here? So he didn't get the same results you got because, again, you're using ultra short throw all the time, and you're not supposed to do that in demonstrations. Use ultra short throw from time to time to show that the product works with it. It shows a massive difference, which you have to show with the white level, which you have to show with products that may match your products. This is what you have to show. But to say that your image is going to pull up, he did not get the same results. His screen disappeared badly, and I mean very badly. So you see what I mean by that? That's what you got to understand. So you can't say your stuff works with all 4K projectors because apparently it didn't work with his. And at a long throw that he was using, it didn't work at all. So if I did all my demonstrations on ultra short throw, it would be a problem for people with long throws because they would have a high failure rate because due to the fact that their lumen count would drop faster than an ultra short throw would because it's sitting right on top of a screen. There you go. So you're pretty much, your product is backwards, completely backwards. All right, so we can see we're fully lit environment. We have our white surface up here. Meters are not reading in the environment. Another thing too, I can't express enough that when you're showing meters, you can't say, hey, look, I got a max out meter, but your screen looks like crap. No, you have to show perfect color, beautiful contrast, and white levels, and you have to do a comparison. Because I can take a meter, stick it in a fully lit environment next to a white screen, and that meter could max out, but the image should look like crap. See, there you go. Got to be to show a good, perfect image. That's stuck to me. See? This is what you have to do. So you're talking about meter max outs. I don't care if your meter does cancel out, you're still going to have to show a perfect image. Your image can't be washed out, it can't be faded, no tannish around the lines, none of that. Starfield screensaver. You're going to have to read 100% contrast when you do this. What you do when you do your meters, you stick to colors to figure out your screen's not going to wash out that much, and you darken your environment and say, look, my meter is out. I will literally watch this guy stick a meter next to a bookcase near a door. I've watched him take meters and put them up high near the ceiling and bring them down, so basically it'll change the count. I've seen him take meters and stick them right here, right there in front, so when the projector hits it, it's going to make contact with it to jump the numbers. I've seen you cheat. You cheat a lot. That's why I said middle of the floor. That way it's under the projector, it's under the screen, and the light can make contact from here to here. You have to show a max out to do that. 4K snow screensaver. Now see, I can show my white levels, contrast, color levels, max out, and perform better than the white surface. Where the heck is that at? Anyway, I pulled it off. Right? Did I put it back? Oh, I'll put it over there. Just to show you, just for fun. Just for fun. How powerful our technology is. I'm supposed to do this for the next demonstration, but I'm going to show you something. There you go. I can do it in the spirit of the moment anytime I want. I can drop black paint to my screen anytime I want to. You know why? Because this stuff doesn't match it. You have to have confidence in your product. I've never seen a walk out with some great paint and go, voila, across the screen and go, look, doesn't match. Can't do that because your stuff will match. I'm supposed to do a black versus black demonstration, but we don't need to do that because we can do it here. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. Cancel. But I'm just doing this for fun. Just to show you how comfortable I am with my technology, how much trust I have in it. I've even swapped out projectors in the middle of demonstrations. Most people don't do that because they got the projector in a rehearsed environment. They got the lighting just right. They got the projector calibrated. That's the machine they're going to use. Can't be in there pulling a projector out and put another one in there. Throw everything off, of course. Well, we can do that. I do it all the time. See that? Can't read at 1,000 lumens. We can read a white level at 1,000 lumens in a max out zone. Skyward food demonstration. I'm gonna go the long way. Now I had this test to do next, but I just threw it in there just for fun, just to show you how much confidence I have in my product. You would never, no one will ever get a cancellation on me, ever. We don't back down from anything. You give me a challenge, we'll come, no problem whatsoever. You give me a link to buy from you, I'll hit your shopping cart over and over and over again. Watch you cancel out again and again and again. I'll watch you shut down pages, marketplaces. We are not the one to basically point in our direction. Go, no, you do not want challenges from us. You don't want to give us challenges. It's bad enough. I got to basically scour the internet and try to track down screens in different countries to put against our technology to find something to do. So to give us a challenge, it's not going to go well. I'm still trying to figure out there's something else out there. Still hunting, still looking. I'm paying some people to find stuff for us. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta get those samples. I want those too. What the freak we're gonna put against the whatchamacallit? I just nothing to put against ad tech. We don't have nothing. There's nothing at all. Honestly, what are we going to put against the screen that absorbs that kind of light? What are we going to find? There's no certified screen that absorbs that. We can't take an OLED outside. You know what an OLED's going to do like in direct sunlight? It's not going to go well. And it's definitely going to destroy the TV in the process. So that's not going to go well. So what do we have that can go against an ad tech? You find me how many screens can sit there in the middle of a greenhouse and pull up, or sit next to a storefront window and absorb sunlight. And mind, the projector doesn't sit in front of it. The projector sits in back of an ad tech. So, yeah, it's not, there's nothing. We don't have anything. We don't have anything. That's going to suck. I like to have something to test against at the end of the day. What are we going to put it against? I'm literally sitting there like, what are you going to put this against? Like, I have no idea. We don't have any idea. With nothing. All right, let's get these black versus black demonstrations done. We got 1,000 lumen demonstration finished and completed. As you can see, we did lights on, lights off, what meters out, the whole 9 yards. We'll do a black level test next. We have to do black versus black. That's our next test demonstration. Get that done, get that completed. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we have to have the white surface on here. We have to do the white surface, and the black versus black demonstration next to that one. So we have to get that done. All right, there we go. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. I have to go. I have to do the black versus black demonstration because it has to be done on 1,000 lumens. All these have to be done. We'll be finishing up today, and then we'll start the process of working on the specification sheets. Once we get all that included and get that done,
we can get some pictures. I want pictures of my 235.1 setup. I'm not going to have the whole spread on it, but at least I want the 235.1 setup. I got something we can actually do on the computer to actually give us a closer 235 until my projector gets here. But for right now, I want to have that screen on display for my pictures. We should have everything done by then to get that completed. Saturday looks like the launch date for the product. So I got to get on Facebook and I got to let them know that yes, we're going to be launching on Saturday. All right, people, thank you for your time. And of course, we thank our Lord and Savior for our wonderful and amazing technology. Again, if it wasn't for him, none of this would exist. Got to go, and God bless.